Here's something I've learned. Has to do with accepting changes in my life, especially changes that at first glance or at first blush seem unacceptable or really inconvenient, at least. One time I worked for a place and the policy was every hour that you worked, you got 5 minutes for the break. So if you worked 6 hours, you got a 30-minute break. Pretty cool. And the company was growing, the company grew, and they decided they needed to change their break policy, and it became something like every 3 hours you got a 15-minute break. And we were all up in arms. Oh, how could it be possible? Oh my goodness gracious, this is terrible. It's the worst thing that's ever happened. And the very next week, a new guy got hired. And they said, all right, every 3 hours you work, you get 15 minutes break. And he said, oh, okay. And my eyes were opened. I realized, if I had never known that there was a different way, that people used to get 5 minutes for every 1 hour they worked, and they used to be able to take a 30-minute break all at once, I wouldn't have blinked. If it was my first day on the job, I would have said, oh, great, okay, I get 15 minutes every 3 hours. And so this doesn't mean that I should just blindly accept, any change that comes because, I just pretend I never knew any better. No, that's not what I'm saying, but it does give me the opportunity to check and see what is it about my perspective that could really ease the situation and allow me to accept something which is actually quite acceptable. How did I get this wise? Waking up early and making coffee for the whole town.